Ladies and gentlemen, let them see you, let them hear you. The cars and stars of the NeSmith Chevrolet Dirt Late Model Series. Wave at them, they're waving at you. 28 of the top Dirt Late Model drivers in the country. In turn number 4, they're in it, they're on it. And the 8th annual Chevrolet Performance World Championship race is underway. Mark Whitener grabs the lead in turn number 1. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here he comes. He's got a big lead off of turn number 1. Bronson in second. Ivan and Lloyd Jr. in third. Doug Horton running fourth. And fifth is Greg Martin, but moving up into fifth, it'll be the 7 of Don O'Neill. One driver working up on the top, and that's Joey Coulter in the 2 car. Keeping an eye on David Earl Gentry and Matthew Turner as they battle for the championship. To start the race, he's on the gas, green flag's out, we're racing. Don O'Neill battling side by side. Ivan and Lloyd slips up the racetrack in turn 2. He'll lose 2 spots. Greg Martin up to 3rd, and 4th is the 17 of Justin McCree. Don O'Neill closed it in on Mark Whitener. We could have a battle developing for the lead. Three wide, back for the 4th position. Coming off of turn 4. Doug Horton on the move, looking to the inside of David Earl Gentry. Can't find the room. Lloyd trying to get ahead of steam on the high side of turn 2. He'll go back by David Earl Gentry to take over the 3rd spot. Gentry trying to come back on the bottom, and Lloyd will lose a couple of spots. Johnson making a big move up to 4th. And the pass for the lead coming off at 2. Don O'Neill takes the lead from Mark Whitener. Action all through the field. So O'Neill out in front, Whitener 2nd, Gentry in 4th. In O'Neill's tire tracks, Ronnie Johnson beginning to reel him in car number 5. Ronnie Johnson using the outside groove of the racetrack, trying to move up to make it a 3-car battle for the lead. And Whitener back around O'Neill to take the lead. Here comes O'Neill down on the bottom of turn 1. They'll split the lap car, and now it's O'Neill out in front. Caution on the speedway. Trouble in turn number 2. Go. Here they come. O'Neill brings them into turn 4. Green flag's out. Whitener got the whole shot on Johnson. He'll move back by for 2nd. Johnson bobbled a little bit in turn 2. Doug Horton looking for the inside on Johnson as they race into turn 3. Ronnie Johnson now with a head of steam up in car number 5. He'll hold off the challenge of Horton. Horton by Gentry for the 4th spot. Doug Horton and David Earl Gentry battling for the 4th spot. 2, They'll race down the back straightaway. Johnson on the outside, Gentry in the middle, Horton on the bottom. David Earl Gentry squirts out, gets into Johnson. There's still 3 wide. Johnson on the wall in the front straightaway. Pulls the field into turn number 4. Picks up the pace. Green flags out. Keith Nosbish on the move as he'll move around the outside of David Earl Gentry. Gentry trying to come back on the inside as they battle for the 5th spot. 4 wide in turn 4. They'll race 3 wide down the front straightaway. Don O'Neill still out in front. Mark Widener in second. David Earl Gentry now back up to 3rd. Doug Horton 4th. Keith Nosbish in the 5th spot. Mark Widener working lap traffic. Don O'Neill staying right with him in the 2nd spot. They're beginning to pull away from the 3rd place car of Doug Horton. Don O'Neill gets underneath Mark Widener in turn 2 to take the lead. Here comes Widener back on the outside. O'Neill as they work lap traffic. Widener on the outside, can't make the move. Side by side for the lead. Working turn 2, O'Neill on the outside. Widener couldn't find the room. They'll put Matthew Turner a lap down in car number 10, but Turner's still holding down that championship right now. Here comes O'Neill, he'll dive. Whoa, they get together in turn 2. Caution in turn 2. So Don O'Neill backed into the fence in turn 2, battling for the lead. Mark Widener through the slider. Don O'Neill taking issue. He gets a piece of Widener, gets another piece of Widener. So Don O'Neill is done. His race is over. Two to go signal coming out for Mark Widener. Ivan and Lloyd in second, about a half straightaway back. Matthew Turner working out of turn 2, still rolling on the speedway in the 13th spot. Gentry's in 8. Not enough for Gentry to take the championship. White flag is out, working the final lap. Mark Widener down the back straightaway. 2 more turns to go. Mark Widener brings it off of turn 4. He'll pick up $10,000 as he'll take the Chevrolet Performance Parts World Championship race. Matthew Turner takes the checkered flag, and the 2000